everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the Captivated Bookmark, which you can see here in front of you as well. I have a few of my sample ones here. Now this is a fairly quick and easy bookmark to work. It features some beautiful color work in these spike stitches. It'd make a wonderful gift for yourself or for friends or family, or maybe work some up for an upcoming craft fair. For the tutorial today, you're going to need some lightweight yarn. I'm using the Patons Grace yarn by Yarnspirations. It is a lightweight, number 3, 100% cotton yarn. There's about 136 yards per ball of yarn. For the bookmark itself, you're only going to need about 30 to 40 yards in total. So I'm using 3 different colors, and you may use as many colors as you would like for your bookmark. You're also going to need a 3.5 millimeter or an E4 crochet hook. Links to these items can be found in the description of this video, along with the free written instructions, which are on richtexturescrochet.com. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. There are a number of other bookmark patterns here on my channel, including the Suzette bookmark and the Crescent bookmark. You'll find links up in the cards later on in the video for those too. So let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started on this Captivated bookmark. Now our bookmark today is worked in rows, so we're going to start by taking our color A and making a slip knot, and then you're going to work a foundation chain, and your foundation chain for this pattern will be 8 chains. So go ahead and chain 8. There's 1, 2, 3, and 8. Once you have 8 chains worked, you're going to begin by working a single crochet into the second chain from your hook, and then single crochet into each chain all the way across. At the end of this row, you're going to have a total of 7 single crochet stitches. At the end of row 1, chain 1 and turn your work. Now for rows 2, 3, and 4, so for the next 3 rows, you're going to begin by working a single crochet into the first stitch. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. When you come all the way across, chain 1, turn your work, and repeat. At the end of row 4, meet me back here. At the end of your row 4, you're going to switch over to your color B. So to switch my colors, what I like to do is insert my hook into the final stitch. So I've just pulled back, I have 1 stitch remaining. Insert your hook into the final stitch, yarn over, and drop a loop. You can then drop your color A, pick up your color B and place it on your hook, pull through, tighten it up a little bit, and chain 1. Turn your work, and you're all set to go. Now for row 5, we're going to start working some of our spike stitches. To work this first stitch, you're just going to work under your top loop. So you're going to work a single crochet into the first stitch. You're then going to work over the second stitch and into the stitch 2 rows below, work a single crochet. So this is our next stitch, but under that stitch, into the stitch 2 rows below, work a single crochet, drawing your loop up to the height of your other single crochet stitch. That's going to be your first spike stitch. Next, you're going to work a single crochet, working into the stitch 3 rows below. So there's our top loop, our next loop, and the one 3 rows below, work a single crochet. I'm going to do that one more time, this time working in the 4th stitch in the 4 rows below. Next, work a single crochet over the next stitch into the stitch 3 rows below, then into the next stitch 2 rows below, and then finally into the top of your final single crochet stitch. That brings you to the end of your row 5. Chain 1, turn your work. Now for rows 6, 7, and 8, you're going to single crochet into the first stitch and to each stitch across, chain 1, turn your work, and repeat. At the end of row 8, you're going to switch to your color C. At the end of your row 8, you are going to switch to your color C. And then with your color C, chain 1 and turn your work. Now I did, after each color change, and I forgot to mention it down below, I did fasten off and go ahead and weave in that end. Next, for row, where are we here, 9, with our color C, you're going to then, just as you did down below for row 5, you're going to single crochet into that first stitch, then working over the next stitch, single crochet in the row 2 rows below, over the next stitch, single crochet in the row 3 rows below, over the next stitch, single crochet in the 4th row below, so that's just below where your color A meets your color B, then single crochet in the next stitch 3 rows below, 2 rows below, and then into the top of your next stitch. Chain 1, turn your work. For rows 10, 11, and 12, single crochet into each stitch all the way across, chain 1, turn your work, and repeat. At the end of row 12, you're going to switch back to your color A. At the end of your row 12, you can join your color A, chain 1, and turn, fasten off that color B if you wish. Now for row 13, you're going to single crochet into that first stitch, single crochet over the next stitch into the stitch 2 rows below, single crochet over the next stitch into the stitch 3 rows below, single crochet over the next stitch into the stitch 4 rows below, into the next stitch 3 rows below, 2 rows below, and then into the top of your final stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, and for rows 14, 15, and 16, single crochet in each stitch all the way across, chain 1, and repeat. At the end of row 16, you're going to switch back to your color B. Then for row 17 onward, you're going to repeat your rows 5 through to 16 once more, and then repeat your rows 5 to 9. If you'd like, again, head over to richtexturescrochet.com, grab a hold of that free written pattern so that you can help keep your place and the repeats straight, and then meet me back here after that final repeat of rows 5 through to 9. Now, once you have worked your repeats, rows 5 through to 16 twice more, and then repeating once more rows 5 to 9, you'll have ended off on that row 9, which is your spike stitches in your color C. So then what you're going to do is work one more row of a single crochet in the first stitch in each stitch across. So chain 1, single crochet, this is in my color C, in each stitch all the way across. Once you've worked a single crochet in each stitch all the way across, you're then going to chain 1 and turn your work. You're then going to work an edging all the way around your bookmark. I continued working in my color C. It's up to you as far as which color you want to work it in, but you're going to join with a slip stitch in any stitch if you've fastened off and woven in all of your ends. If not, I just chained 1, turned my work. You're going to single crochet into each stitch all the way across the short edge. When you come to that corner stitch, work 3 single crochet stitches into the corner stitch. So there's 1, 2, and 3. That will bring you to this long rough edge of your bookmark. You're then going to evenly work 38 stitches all the way along that rough edge. Now it's really up to you. You don't have to work 38. You can work more or less, whatever is comfortable for you as far as stitch placement. Just remember to take note of it because you'll want to work the same number of stitches along the other side. When you come to your next corner stitch, work 3 single crochet stitches into that corner stitch. Work single crochet stitches all the way across your other short end. Then work up the long end, working the same number of stitches. Work 2 in your final corner and then join with a slip stitch into the top of your first stitch. At the end of this round, you've reached the end of your crochet bookmark. You can go ahead, fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's how you work your Captivated crochet bookmark. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, once again, I invite you to subscribe. If you happen to make the Captivated bookmark, be sure to share it with me on social media. You can tag Rich Textures Crochet, and I will come by and admire it. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.